Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Tubi Tuesday, I guess. And tonight we have a special one because I checked out the 2009 movie, The Art of the Dead. Starring one Richard Grieco, sort of. He's in it for about 3 minutes, but you know, when I see Richard Grieco's name on the credits, I guess is what they're called, I get excited. Not sexually, maybe a little bit, but that's personal and I don't really want to talk about it. Art of the Dead. Let's get into this. First, we got Richard Grieco. He's a very excited man because he has recently purchased a painting. He likes to talk about paintings. He mentions how raw a painting is.
So raw, so primal.
But when I looked at it, it kind of looks like a t-shirt design you'd find at like a road stand or like a Spencer's Gifts or some shit like that. Richard Grieco has bad taste, I think is what I'm getting at here. And he gets so excited, he wants to show his family, and he walks into his living room where his daughter is watching a show about snails, which actually, I could see my kids watching like a documentary about snails, but that's not the interesting thing. Look at the TV. That's like 4 TVs combined into one. I feel like that's just a bad choice. Like, do you ever make a bad decision and you don't want to admit it, so you're just like, yes, this is what I wanted, this is good, and you try and convince other people, like, and they know that's not really what you wanted, but you're like, no, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted my 4 TVs combined so that when I'm looking at them, there's this big area in the center and across the middle of line. It's perfect, this is what I always wanted. You fucking didn't. Just admit it there, Jimmy. Just fucking admit it. That's not what you wanted. But anyways, I digress. Everyone just is ignoring Richard Grieco, which honestly, I'm not even sure these people knew that they were filming the movie, and I think they probably just ignore Richard Grieco most of the time. That's what I would do. Well, Grieco gets upset. No one cares. I get it. You're excited, no one cares. It's upsetting. No one has any respect for the art. You know, art, like this painting of a pig with apples in the mud. Art.
No respect for art! None whatsoever!
Frogs, snails, goats, pigs. These are what I think of when I think of art. You know, farm animals.
What respect for this, that. What the fuck?
But the movie takes a quick turn because all of a sudden Grieco is covered in blood. He walks back into his living room, or dining room, family room, I don't know, it's kind of all those things combined into one room, and he finds his mom dead from a burrito accident. It happens occasionally. I've seen it happen 1,000 times, guys. But his brother also suffered a horrible fate trying to eat something. You know, must have slipped with a spoon and jammed it right in his neck. Also, common day occurrence, happens all the time. People die from this shit all the time, I'm telling you. Wife trying to do paperwork and oh shit, that fucking killed her too. And then of course his son, too much sex, that'll kill you, I guess. It's just like a freaking tragedy is what's going on here. A freaking tragedy, just a bunch of horrible accidents. The spoon thing, poof, man, that's a rough ticket. And I think I'm with Grieco on this. The only rational thing to do at that point is to get your shotgun out and try and blow away a few paintings. If you blow up your pig and frog artwork, that'll fix everything. I think it makes perfect sense to me. I don't know, sounds good. But this is not any normal painting. No normal artwork we have here. Oh no, because all of a sudden that fucking shotgun is in the tiger painting and blows Grieco away. That's how you open a movie, guys. Art of the Dead. I don't know. So we're introduced to Tara Reid. She's doing what she does best, which is selling goat paintings, I guess. And then this rich couple ends up buying this set of paintings for $500,000. And we're quickly introduced to another character, the one-eyed priest, and get a flashback about him. Because one time at his priest house, I think it's called a church, but I'm not sure because I never really went, they were given one of these paintings, and when he stared into it, it changed him, which causes a crisis of faith. He runs outside and he starts imagining really creepy, perverted things. He imagines himself with like a woman 30 years younger than him. kissing, making out. Nasty. It's real nasty. I was kind of into it. Not gonna lie. Nasty though. Real nasty. But it could have been a lot worse. Worse? Could have been a lot worse. You know, he is a priest. It could have been a lot worse, if you know what I'm saying. So he's like, I like ladies. Oh! And you know, I understand a priest, you know, when you got when the engine starts a churning and the world starts a turning. I don't know what I'm getting at with any of this, but he ain't having any of this. You know, the framework of an erection begins to form, and he's like, I gotta do something about this. And he takes his little Jesus weapon, I believe, his Jesus cross, his Jesus necklace, and he just jams it into his eye. Not the one eye, but the eye. If you know, just clearing that up. And that fixes it. I mean, that's one way to kill an erection, is to stab yourself in the eye. That's what I've always heard. That's a classic parable in the Bible, I believe. So we flash back to the present day, where the rich couple is back home and their son is arriving from college with his girlfriend late at night. And so now it's established we have a full family unit here. We have a dad, a stepmother, 2 young children, a high school daughter, and a college son with his girlfriend. You got all that? All right. Now, back at the auction house, they're packaging up these paintings, these 2 workers, and the one guy looks a little bit too long into the pig painting. And you never want to do that, honestly. He becomes engrossed with this pig. It's a beautiful pig. I like pigs. I think they're cute and delicious. It's a problem I struggle with on a daily basis, mostly because I'm a fat guy. But staring into this painting causes him to become very thirsty. He starts drinking the beer, but the beer doesn't satisfy. So he hooks a hose up to his mouth and blows his fucking O-ring stomach. His belly button explodes out. The whole shit just goes. It's a problem. That's why you don't want to drink too much water. You got to slow down. And if you're in the shower, you don't want to open your mouth and just like suck down that shower juice, because that'll happen. It's happened before. Probably. I'm not a scientist or a doctor, but it seems to make sense to me, because water's got to go in. It's got to go somewhere. Got to go somewhere. But I do feel like this is a good time to just warn the dangers of hoses. Cannot be understated, okay? You hook that hose up to a butthole or a mouth hole, it ain't gonna be good, okay? It ain't gonna be good. Believe me, I've done it. It wasn't good. So we're back with the fam, getting a nice hanging of the paintings montage. They're putting these paintings in the worst fucking spots. They look terrible. Terrible. But when you're rich, it doesn't matter how terrible things look, because you have money and you're better than everyone else. You know, because you're rich. At least I think that's the theme of the movie. But I don't know, we'll unpack it as we go. The parents seem to be extremely nice and supportive and loving to their kids. And the dad, who's like this millionaire, also only really cares about making the earth better and green. And they're all really rich. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely a movie. This is definitely fiction, because they put the tiger painting in the son's new painting room in the garage to get the creative juices flowing. Can we just talk about this a second? Creative juices? Why do they have to be juices? And where do they flow to or from? If like my creative juices are flowing right now, where? Is it like pleasurable? Is it not? Like, do I have to clean up my creative juices when I'm done? Should I bring some paper towels? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a creative person, I think. I do a lot of creative things. I write, I do music, I make movies and stuff. I don't think I've ever left behind a juice. I don't know, though. Maybe I do. Maybe, like, I make something and then, like, I don't know, somebody's got to mop it up. Yep, Chris left all this creative juice everywhere. Such a mess. Does it stain? Maybe that's what's happening in my underwear. So the stepmom goes back to her room and does what most stepmothers do, at least in the videos I've seen. You know, they lay on a bed and jerk off to goat paintings. So it's very clear to me now that these paintings are starting to influence the family in the dumbest ways possible. The son in the garage starts to hallucinate and see Dorian Wilde, the original painter of the paintings. So it turns out, though, that this Dorian guy, not only is he a terrible painter, but he's also a terrible actor. So that's cool.
I should just kill myself if I cannot create real art. I would give my soul to make something that lasts the test of time.
And I looked around this painting room where this son is doing his painting. For one, he drew like a line, blue line or something. I don't know what it was supposed to be. Maybe that's the ocean. But he's got like 5 canvases pre-set up. Like, that's a little excessive, right? But I guess they're rich, so that's what rich people would do. Like, they can't just do once. They gotta do it 5 times because they have money. But I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit intimidating, slightly. You go into a room and they're like, okay, I got me just space to do your painting. Here's 5 canvases. I'm like, dude, I gotta do 5 paintings? I didn't sign up for this. I'll do 1, maybe. 5? So his girlfriend starts wandering around the living room and BAM! Out of nowhere, right from below, the sister pops up and scares her. I was just like, what the fuck kind of living room setup do you have that she is able to surprise you from below you? Right in front of your face, she pops up. And then I looked at the layout and it's just like all open. So how did the girlfriend not see the sister there? So this incredibly wealthy dad now starts to become very greedy. He's at his computer, he's doing some stock trades, he's being under the influence of the frog painting. So in a shocking twist of events, this millionaire all of a sudden starts to become very greedy and no longer cares about the planet or about anyone else, just about making money. I was like so surprised by that. I was like, wow. And around this time, the snail painting starts dropping a little snail goo, mucus, art mucus, I don't know, painting jizz, snail goo. Maybe this is the creative juices. Maybe it's dropping some creative juices. The mom, she's still jerking off to the goat painting. And you know what? The goat actually shows up. And you know what happens when a rich housewife and a goat get together, right? No, I'm actually asking. Apparently it's dirty sex, but... So around 47 minutes in this movie, I stopped it, and I was shocked. Because I was wondering what I was doing with my life watching this thing, but then also, I kind of missed Richard Grieco. And that really starts to worry me.
So wrong.
So, the mother-in-law, after fully pleasuring herself and a goat, she goes into her stepdaughter's room and begins hitting on her. Also seen that in a few other videos. Seems like standard stepmom kind of thing going on. The dad, he's back in his office. It looks like he's been playing like 42 hours of League of Legends or something. But I guess he's supposed to be cracking out on selling stocks and shit. Maybe this is what crypto mining is about. Is this crypto? Is this Bitcoin? I don't know anything about that shit. I guess that's what he's doing. He's starting to get a greenish hue though. Not looking too good there, Pops. He's not doing so well. And honestly, at this point with all these people, I was like, is the art affecting them? Or is this just like what rich people do? I don't know. The daughter, she heads off to a high school party, which this is kind of what all high school parties look like, at least when I was in high school. And she does a little, a little murdering here and there. Beats this young girl with a rock. Maybe it's because of the painting influence, or maybe she just has a bad case of affluenza. Who could tell? You know, a court would probably say affluenza.
You just...
The college brother starts driving around town in a Mustang, a feel like if you got money, you shouldn't be buying a Mustang, but that's just me. Anyways, he's picking up prostitutes because he needs a muse for his painting. The girlfriend is the only one unaffected by this. She teams up with the priest. And the boyfriend, he starts to get a little catty about his artwork.
You son of a bitch, I'm gonna rip you up and destroy you! Don't touch the art!
But it's okay, because love sets him free. I would do her anything more love. Won't do that. I do like Meatloaf, like the food. Probably more than the singer. And during all this, the girlfriend then gets sucked into the painting and is chased around by the goatman. It happens. You gotta be careful. And the daughter ends up losing her head over the whole situation. The kids, they're stuck in the painting land and have become slugs. It's honestly pretty cool. I really have no idea what's going on at this point in the movie, but I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty cool. So they start to burn the paintings. So they start to burn the paintings, but the girlfriend and the two little kids are still trapped inside. But it's okay, because they'll just appear off screen in this foggy area if you just turn to the... I don't understand how that happened. They just kind of... I thought they were in the painting, but... And whew, everyone lives. Well, except for the sister who lost her head, but we didn't really like her anyways. And then, as always, you should cap your movie off with a little more tarot read and some terrible drawings. And that's Art of the Dead. It's not that bad. I kind of liked it. Yeah, that's it. That's it for Art of the Dead, guys. That's gonna do it for Tubi Tuesday. We did it. It's done. I'm tired. So that's gonna do it for Tubi Tuesday, guys. I will catch you here next time. Goodbye.